Hi guys, it's Michaela Lizak. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is definitely different than usual, but I've been wanting to share this for a while. I'm gonna go over my on-camera makeup tips. This is my makeup routine for acting auditions, for content creation, literally anytime I need to be on camera. I've been making content for a long time and I finally perfected my makeup routine that lasts for a whole content shoot, for a whole audition, that doesn't get oily, that stays in place, and just makes you look flawless on film. This makeup that I'm wearing right now is actually from today's tutorial. Can we talk about how natural this looks? I look airbrushed. That's all I'm gonna say. I feel like that speaks for itself. Subscribe to the channel because I have a whole bunch of film industry content and film school content, so you're not gonna wanna miss it. Without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. Hello! Okay, so let's get into my classic audition makeup routine. This is something that I do whenever I have an audition for most roles. I will say, depending on your character description, you're gonna want to do like different makeup looks or at least different makeup techniques. There's so many different characters and I feel like that really informs what type of makeup you do for an audition. But for the purposes of this, I'm gonna share basically my basic Michaela makeup routine. The classic Michaela audition makeup routine. I already prepped the skin with skincare and I went in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. This is amazing. This is really gonna help to mattify the skin, but also it's gonna give you like a blurring effect, which I personally love. After I prime, I like to go in with brows. Brows first. I like to benefit precisely my brow pencil. What I like to do is just fluff out the brows a little bit, kind of get the shape I want, and then I'm gonna fill it in. When it comes to being on camera and brows, I feel like it's super easy to tell when you haven't filled in an area or not. I'm a little heavy-handed on the ends of my brow compared to the front, but I don't want to leave like this part too sparse. I still like to fill in the brow. Okay, the brows are done, but they are not complete. I have the Ilia In Frame Brow Gel, and I like to just set my brow hairs in place so that they don't move. I'm gonna do a clean paper towel and just get any excess product. Perfect. I'm gonna take a flat brush like this and I'm gonna go in with a concealer. This one is from One Size. It is Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer. This is just going to help me shape my brow and make it look less messy. So tap, 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 and just kind of making a sharp line so that it just looks more like carved out. Do you know what I mean? These are the brows all done. Okay, next step. We are gonna go in with foundation. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I love this stuff specifically for my skin type. This has honestly been my go-to. It used to be the Makeup Forever HD foundation. Another industry one that I've seen is the Giorgio Armani, and I also see a lot of the MAC like foundation sticks on sets as well. As you guys have seen, I do have skin that is a little bit problematic. Like I have hyperpigmentation, discoloration, texture, larger pores, oily skin. I just have like my skin is not the greatest. So really getting like a full coverage foundation or a medium to buildable coverage foundation will really help that. I like to put some foundation here and behind the neck, just on the ears because you don't want to look a different color. That is the foundation. We're gonna go in with some more concealer under the eye area and really just in any places where we have some dark spots. Some people like to pre-conceal. I personally don't really do that anymore. Look at that. What? Yeah, I know. I told you so. So I'm gonna go in really quickly and I'm just going to set the under eye area with some powder just so it doesn't crease. I'm gonna take a powder puff. This one is from e.l.f. and the Laura Mercier setting powder. Put it under the eye. I don't want to put it anywhere else yet because we're gonna go in with more cream products, but that is just gonna prevent some creasing right there. This is the basic complexion like with foundation and concealer. We need contour and blush. When it comes to on-camera makeup, we need to go a little more intense with the contour to add definition. Even though you can see definition in my face right now, if I went in front of the camera with all of those lights, I'm gonna get completely washed out. I'm gonna look flat, like a piece of paper. So that's why we're gonna add some contour. Now we need to be a little more intense with this because again, all of the lights are gonna wash us out on camera. So we really need to be a little more dramatic than we would with everyday makeup. I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty contour stick. This is the shade Truffle. And I'm just gonna put this in my contour areas. I'm just blending that. And you wanna blend it upwards towards your face, not down. You don't wanna pull that down. Pull the contour into your hairline as well. You just wanna make sure it looks seamless and blended. Really take your time, because when you're on set, they really do cake on the makeup. Like, it's thick. Whenever there's last looks and touch-ups, they come in and they have to powder you. That makeup is a lot. You really wanna blend that out. No harsh lines. So all of the contour is blended out. The next step is blush. The perfect blush for just any audition is gonna be this Hope shade in the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch blush. It's just the perfect natural pink. Like, it's not coral, it's not like berry, it's just pink and it just feels very natural. And again, you're gonna wanna go a little more intense for it to show up on camera. Trust me, I've had blush where I put a lot on and it still doesn't show up on camera and I'll have to reapply. But let's talk about the state of the industry. I'm gonna post a video on why 2024 is not gonna be the greatest year for actors. And guys, this year, ooh, it's gonna be a little bit scary. As you guys know, I'm gonna start acting a little bit this summer. I don't know how, it's gonna be during the school year because I have a lot of big plans that I'm not gonna talk about right now, but you'll just have to subscribe and stay tuned because I'm gonna have a pretty big and ambitious series coming out, but I don't wanna talk about it until I have some stuff filmed. When it comes to the industry, apparently it's really competitive more than ever. And so I just wanna know, like, are you, starting your journey right now? Or if you're auditioning, have you experienced like less auditions recently? Just let me know what you've been going through if you are in the acting world or in the film industry in general. But anyway, just put on the blush. I'm gonna show you the skin up close. Look at how beautiful and like dewy that is. Let's set it in place. I'm gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I'm gonna spray this all over my face. Now we're gonna have to be a little quick right here. I'm gonna get our powders ready. I like the One Size powder. But I also have my Laura Mercier powder, but this one's a little darker, and this is just a personal thing. You can just use one powder, but I'm crazy. We're gonna spray our face and then go right in and we're gonna set our face in place. This is gonna help us make sure our makeup lasts for the whole filming thing and doesn't, budge or go anywhere. Right after that, okay, I'm gonna go in with the setting powder and we are going to set the face in place. And it's gonna be in a pressing motion, don't wipe. You're gonna press it into the skin, and y'all trust me, that makes your makeup last. You're gonna wanna press on all of your skin and bake on the areas where you get a little more oily, like I get oily up here, so I'm letting that powder sit. But for other areas, just press in the powder, and it should stay in place in front of the hot lights because you do not want your makeup to melt off in the hot lights, getting all sweaty and oily. We're gonna set this in place and wipe it off, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I wiped off the powder. This is the complexion. Guys, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Because we put on powder, some of the colors of the contour and the blush are a little more muted now. So we're gonna go in with some powder, blush, and contour. These are from e.l.f. So I'm gonna go in with some contour, just to really deepen up everything that we set, lightly brushing it over just to add again that color into the face in the same areas we put the contour. Under here, there, no rhyme or reason. So that's the contour all done. I know it looks dramatic, but trust me, on camera it's gonna look great. So I'm gonna go in with this light pink shade just to refresh the blush. I also love to put a little bit on the forehead just for that sun-kissed look, and also on the tip of the nose. I learned this forehead one on set actually. I'm also gonna take, because again, I don't want to go in with a makeup palette or anything, I'm just gonna take this contour palette and use some of the contour shade just for the lid. We show a lot of emotions through our eyes. The eyes are such an important part of acting. I also like to take some of that contour and put it underneath the eyes just so it's not too bright and we really deepen up that eye area. And this again is gonna go with enhancing the eyes and really bringing attention to them. To further enhance the eyes, I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Double Take. This is like an eyeliner pencil and like liquid liner. I personally don't like to do a wing or anything like that when I have an audition. Again, I don't want anything distracting. I want to look as natural as possible. So to enhance the eyes, I like taking the pencil side. I will go into the lash line and put that color there. This is just a dark brown. On set, they will usually like tight line. I hate that. Like, I hate that so much, but it does look kind of good. You can already see that my eyes are like, they are just popping a lot more. The last step, I go in with the other side and I'm just going to thinly, like so close to my lash line, put some brown in there. I'm gonna show you the eyes up close and the makeup, but I feel like this is like so pretty. We're almost done. We're almost done. I'm going to spray the face yet again, set this in place with the One Size On Till Dawn mattifying waterproof setting spray. And again, this is just gonna keep the makeup set and in place in front of those hot lights. We don't want it to melt. So next I'm going in with the Rare Beauty mascara. This is one of my favorites because it doesn't really transfer, which I have a problem with. I'm gonna put this all over the lashes. I personally don't need to curl my lashes because I have pretty good lashes as it is that curl upwards, but if that's needed, you can do that. I personally like bottom lashes. I don't go too heavy because sometimes on camera it looks like I have dark circles, but I just do a little bit like that. Those are the lashes. Lastly, we're gonna finish off with lips. I'm gonna use the ColourPop So Juicy lip liner. Let's try this one. I'm gonna do a little bit darker. Love color on my lips though. Like, that is essential. So I'm gonna take this Para Ink Velvet in 26. I like to go in with a palette. This one is Precious Metals from ColourPop. I really only use it for this shade because I like putting a little bit of highlighter right on the nose, just for some definition, sometimes up here. And I literally just put it on with my finger. Just a little shimmer. I don't put any glitter on my inner corner though. Lastly, I'm gonna go in with this clear Tower 28 gloss. And those are the lips. I just feel like they look really natural, which is essential, as we know, as we've established. This is the finished makeup look, all complete. I want to show you the complexion up close. Look at how flawless that looks. And I just feel like this looks like me, but better. And again, depending on the role, obviously the makeup changes, but this is like my camera ready makeup routine. Let's go see how it looks on camera. And that is the whole routine. My routine is not going to be a one size fits all, but these are some products that I really love and that a lot of people love. But I do have an oilier skin type. Like, I am getting a little bit glowy, even though you saw me use all that powder. So it really just depends, like if you have drier skin, use less powder, blah, blah, blah. But I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you made it to the end, comment camera ready so I know that you stayed till the end. And if you have any video idea suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. I'm always down there looking at comments. I've also been super active on Instagram and TikTok, so be sure to go follow me on there. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.